Greetings, everybody. Hope all is well. I am Candace G. Smith, and I'm here to talk to you about generational attachments. I've been getting a lot of people who have been inquiring about GAs, which I call them GAs, are generational attachments. What is a generational attachment? A generational attachment is a karma that you bring with you into this lifetime. In church, I was raised as a Christian, and they used to always talk about generational curses. I don't like the word curse, so I say generational attachment, but they're very much real. I did not really believe in them until I began to work within my field and began to actually identify certain cycles within a person's life and realize that they were generational attachments. They came from ancestry energy as well as past lifetimes that were, so it's almost like it was karma that you inherited based off of your ancestors and also two past lifetimes of your own. How does it work? So sometimes it skips generations, sometimes it skips certain individuals in your family, but typically you have a generational attachment that comes from either your mother or your father's side of the family, or it can be both. How generational attachments work, it's almost like if you picture a dog that has a chain around its neck and the rope is like it's 5 feet, and a dog can run around all at once within that 5 foot perimeter, but it can never go past that 5th foot. It can never go past a certain type of level, and that's what a GA is. It's a karma. It's almost like a prison sentence. So it limits you in certain areas of your life. For some people, it will limit you when it comes down to your love life, your relationships. If you're a person that continuously has temporary relationships, divorces, can't seem to attract relationships, you may have a GA. If you have addictions or addictive behaviors, if it's issues like with drugs, alcohol, if there's a history of that within your family, likely you have a GA. If you have issues where it's like no matter what you try to do in life, no matter how much money you try to make, no much whatever you try to do, it's almost like you take 10 steps forward, but you're always knocked back like 12. You always end up back at square one. It's likely that you have a GA. If you have like a repetitive type of health issue that runs in your family, where it's very common, like I always see people like with heart issues, heart disease, type issues with sometimes cancer is certain things that continuously happen over and over and over again within your family that you notice either on your mother's side or father's side. If it's common, then you may have a GA. If there's a history of abusive type of situations, where if there's a history in your family where it's like either physical abuse, there's sexual abuse, or is likely you may have a GA. So basically what a GA is repeated cycles that are being repeated over and over and over again that you may notice, and you may notice those traits within your family too as well. So it may not just be within you, but you may notice it within your family too as well. It can be mental issues too as well, mental disease or depression, a lot of mental health issues. If you notice that a lot of people in your family continuously have the same type of issue, then there's a possibility that you have a generational attachment. So one of the things people always ask me is, how can you get rid of it? Or when does it expire? How GAs work, again, it's like a prison sentence. So they don't expire until the karma is repaid. A lot of times when a person receives a karma that's passed down to generation or through generation to generation, there's something or somebody in your family way back when that maybe made a deal with something darker, or may have had something happen, or may have done something that created a karma that had passed down from generation to generation, where your generations continuously pay it back. So it continues on and on and on and on and on until it expires. Since I've been doing generational detachments, I've only seen or come across maybe 4 people total, and I've done maybe about 150 GA removals. But I've only seen a total of maybe like 4 people who actually had their GAs expire in this lifetime. But typically it goes to your children, to your children's children, to your children's children's children. It continues on and on and on and on and on and on until the generation that it chooses to expire with actually happen. So it continues on over and over and over again. No matter what you do, a lot of people, it's very frustrating, and it doesn't seem like it's fair. It doesn't seem like it's fair because you're like, I didn't ask for this, but you kind of did. You accepted it so that you can receive the karma and the lessons that you needed to receive in this lifetime. Can it be removed? Yes, for some people. So I do have some clients that come to me where it can't be removed. It can't be removed. But I have others where if their karma has been, if enough has been paid, if enough debt has been paid, then I am able to remove it. The process of it's like a 3-step process, because with the generational detachment, you have to also get a reset, which I'll talk about the reset in the next video. But the generational attachment is basically, it's something you just can't get around. No matter, again, you can move wherever, you can switch people up in your life, you can do whatever you want to do, but you can't, it's no way that you can't hide from it. You can't hide from it. It's a generational karma. It's a karma that you cannot escape. Again, I've only met one other person that's able to remove GA removal, like to do the generational the generational detachments, excuse me. I've only met one other person. Beware, because a lot of people, they know something's wrong. They know that they're repeating cycles. They know that, and they'll go to false people. And the people will say, oh, well, if you pay me the thousands of dollars, then I will light a white candle for you, and then you feel better. And then nothing ever happens. Be cautious about people who take advantage of your stress or of your karma, because people out there will do that. It's very imperative that if you are someone that knows and realizes that you do have this karma and that it is going to and likely if you have it and you have children, then likely your children have it too as well. And like I said, it goes on and on and on and on. It never stops until there is a generation that actually chooses not to have it, and that's when it actually expires. Be cautious with that, because there are people who will take advantage of you. So that's pretty much what a GA is, a generational attachment. Again, it's what they call a generational curse. It's something that, again, you can't get around. Now, I will say this, for some people, if they do have it, let's say you have like 4 kids, it may only go to like 2 of your kids. Some people in your family can bypass it. It will skip certain people, so it doesn't go to everyone in the family. It only goes to those who actually accept it and receive it. Okay, so even if you're like a family of 10, it may only be like 6 of you who actually have it. So we'll skip certain people if they reject that karma for this lifetime. But for others who do accept it, they do have to they have to deal with it, have to learn how to live with it, just kind of learn how to be limited. And the thing is, when you're limited for so long throughout your life, because most people who have GAs have been limited throughout their whole entire life anyway, so they're used to it. So if you can learn to live with it and just be limited. The only ones I'm super concerned about are the ones where you develop health issues, because there are certain GAs where you continuously you notice in your family, people have certain types of health issues that can lead to death, for some people, or can lead to deep limitations. So you will notice that, but can you live with it? Yes, you can. I mean, if you've already been limited and you're used to it anyway, then you can. Can it be removed? Again, possibility, it can be removed. And at that point in time, you're able to go free. You're able to be free. You're able to go ahead and go and move on with your life and to achieve and have the things that you actually desire without being held back or limited. If you do want to check and see if you have a generational attachment, you can go to my website at www.CandiceGSmith.net, and you can book a consultation, and I'll be able to assess your energy to see if you have a generational attachment, and also to see how far it goes back, where it comes from, and how it does limit you. And then we can see if we can remove it or not, okay? So you guys be blessed, take care, and I will be checking in with you soon. Bye.